Please tell the people, what is your name?
Thank you. My name is Gregory Ramsey, and I just finished being Area C25 Director.
And Greg, what club or clubs do you belong to?
I am currently a member of two clubs. My first club I joined in 2019. That is AGAWESE. That's an acronym. It stands for a group of individuals seeking self-improvement. And I joined a second club last year. That is Rise Higher Advanced Toastmasters Club. So that's the two clubs I'm part of. I also perform some club coach duties with a third club. Newark Granville is the third club that I do that for.
Okay. Greg, how long have you been a Toastmaster?
Been a Toastmaster since 2019.
What officer positions have you held during your time as a Toastmaster?
I held an officer position every year. I jumped right in. My first year, I started out with one of the initial officer roles. I went with treasurer with Agawisi. And next year, I took on vice president of education. And then the following year, I was president of Agawisi. And then the previous year, as I just mentioned, I was the area C25 director. And this year, I'm currently helping out with the program quality committee and the club renewal committees
Okay.
for the district.
How would you describe your leadership style?
I'm a believer in servant leadership. I read a great book on that about servant leadership, and I really believe that at the core, as leaders, we are there to serve our people, serve our teams. It's what I always liked was the idea of the team doesn't exist to serve the leader, the leader exists to serve the team. And I feel like one of our main jobs as leaders is to give our people the tools, the resources, and the encouragement that they need so that they can be empowered to reach their goals.
What traits do you value in a leader?
There's a lot of important traits when we think about leadership. The couple that come to mind: honesty, transparency, accountability, those things such as loyalty, encouragement, motivating, positive, all things when it comes to leadership should be helping people believe not only in the leader, but more importantly, believing in the team or the mission and mostly themselves, and to gain full buy-in from everyone on this team.
Awesome. Well, Greg, a few minutes earlier, you talked about serving in various leadership position within your clubs. You said you started off as treasurer, then you became president. I wanted to know what motivated you to want to serve as an area director.
Area director was interesting. So I had an interesting 3 years, a long 3 years, and a rewarding 3 years, I might add as well, at Agawisi. So treasurer, VPE, and president. And I really, at that point, not to say there's always so much more to learn, but I really wanted to start branching out outside of my club. We've done great work at Agawisi. We've been 10 of 10 for many, many years now, and we do a lot of great things. But I still wanted to see what other people do. We have a great, it's pretty much a corporate club at DLA where we work. And I wanted to see more community based clubs. I wanted to see how other clubs did things. I wanted to take what I knew worked very well at Agawisi and take it to some other clubs, and maybe I would learn some things from them as well. So I thought it was a great opportunity, a little bit less of day to day time in the weeds with everything that happened with the club, but at the same time where I could support them and learn and grow at the same time.
What are some keys to being successful as an area director?
Same as I would say as what's how to be a successful Toastmaster. Two big things in my part that I would encourage someone about Toastmasters and what. First thing I want to say, participation. Get out there and meet with your clubs. It's a great time. It's especially a great time you get to observe. You get to take in the meeting, you get to give advice. You can say, I noticed this, or maybe try this, and get out there and get to know your clubs. And that's the first thing. Get your visits in. We're required as area directors to do 2 visits a year, but that's just the minimum. And I would strongly encourage you to get active with your clubs early, see what their needs are. And lastly, you want to be the really this I would if I could sum up area director and the great thing about it, you're a supporting role. You're making sure the club has what it needs. You're there for them.
And the final question that I have, what keeps you coming back? What keeps you paying those renewal fees every 6 months?
But what keeps me renewing? It's those relationships. It's getting to see new friends, making colleagues, making relationships, and hearing stories of people and that human connection. That's what makes Toastmasters special. So that's why I keep renewing.
Awesome. Great answers. Thanks a lot for joining us, Greg, and you have a great day.
I appreciate it, sir.